Alrighty, and we're back once again. We're back.
She like, all you do is work, work. I'm like, we can only do this shit cause we been putting in the work.
In the work.
They don't know about my squad, niggas turn. I got day ones with me, you should see the ones that turn. Nick lighter, just in case I'm playing the gas on bridges burn. I've been taught the game by OGs, but some say I never learned. Been the same way since 03 shit, this for better or worse. You got me, but all you got is the problems I had with her. Told them back to work, the napkins work, spectacular, but vernacular. If she leave, then that's on her. I got God with me, I'm about to take them back to church. If you hating on me, on my soul, promise that won't work. If you hating on me, on my soul, promise that won't work. Only get to do this shit cause we get to work. Yeah, we only get to do this shit cause we put in work. Wonder what's the price of love and why does it cost it all? I'm up on the list, if I'm on the list then you can cross me off. This shit just like Gilligan's Island, I ain't lost with y'all. Told me to take my time, I don't waste my time at all. Don't have no idols or no heroes. They say money is the root of all evil. But if life is the price to cost people, then why? Don't know about my spine, niggas turn. I got day ones with me, you should see the ones that chose to turn. Big lighter just in case the flame the gas that niggas burn. We can only do this shit cause we been putting in the work. We can only do this shit cause we been putting in the work. We can only do this shit cause we been putting in the work. Back to work, the napkins work spectacular. With me, told them I'ma take them back to church. If you hating on me,
Appreciate y'all being here with me. We're gonna get into these Young and Jefe updates. It's crazy because it's like I don't even want to cover this stuff, but my algorithm is telling me I have to, so whatever. Let's do it. Young and Jefe. If you're in here, I appreciate you. Make sure you're following. Hitting that like button, showing support, getting in the comments. Appreciate y'all.
for you.
All right, man. So we got No Jumper. They are over here and they're, I guess, giving an update on Young and Jefe. Let's get into this.
Wired for them to be able to arrest you in the first place means that they have to have a substantial amount.
It's not murder. Right? It's accessory after the fact. Yeah, it's not murder.
He's not charged with murder. He's charged with felony murder.
Okay,
right. Felony murder means during the act of something y'all had going on, somebody died.
I'm on mute. Okay. Well, let's just, I don't even want to talk no more because I was on mute. So let's get into it.
Right. So they didn't intend to kill him.
No, or you never know what anything could happen, but it's not a felony murder. And under 1437, they can't even really give you life for felony murder. They can't give you no real time for felony murder. Once they do their full investigation, once they listen to all them phone calls, once we gonna figure out what was really going on. Because to my understanding, they basically just tripping because he never said nothing. He didn't do nothing.
We should check out this post that apparently just went up.
So many people sent this to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, I haven't seen this yet, so this is gonna be my first
It looks
time
crazy, but also I see people do this.
Now, I know Adam got to do his one too, right? With him, it's all business, this, that, and the third. But if the shoe was on the other foot, bro, and Jefe will be defending you, bro, tooth and nail, bro, type shit. But I know what it is. I don't knock you, bro.
When they look
the headphones aren't working, so this is gonna be mine aren't anyway. Check. What?
So you participating in a buffoonery though?
By doing what? By watching a clip from this podcast?
What podcast is it?
It's the Tuesday show, Aunt Jefe. It's the Tuesday show that happened right after the closest to the incident that he's accused of. This is one clip from the Tuesday show.
Yeah, so this is a clip from the Tuesday show. It's called "Fans Dig Up Old Clip of No Jumper host Young Aunt Jefe checking on his knuckles on live days after the alleged DP gone wrong that left a man dead."
It's so crazy.
And, I mean, Spuddy Face, with all due respect,
I'm not even gonna say too much. Let's keep going.
What are you talking about? How is this police work to watch a clip from a podcast that is going viral in which, you know, it's a clip from this podcast. It's out there. Like, do you think that, like, this is going to...
That's what I'm saying, bro. You know, shout out to Young and Jefe, man. You know, salute to him, for real. I know you're not happy with me probably at this point. I understand, bro. But at this time, like, bro, you have to understand you're a public figure. You was one of the main, I want to say characters. You were one of the main figures pushing No Jumper forward. So we have to cover you, bro. Like, if things come to the public, then we have to cover it. You know what I'm saying? If we don't, somebody will. And people expect us to cover things. You know what I'm saying? So let's just get into it, man. It's crazy.
Come up in court like, oh, like Adam reacted to this clip on a stream, so therefore it's probably true.
All right, so to be fair, I get you gonna do whatever you're gonna do or whatever to react to. But
I just want to know how this could negatively impact Ant.
I feel
this could negatively.
See, Spuddy Face was just telling Adam that all the reaction videos or all the hysteria and hoopla around Aunt Jefe is what got his bail raised. I don't know how true that is, bro. But if that got his bail raised, this definitely gonna be used in the court, bro.
So let's stop it right there. I definitely heard that. And it's hot in here for the air to be on. I definitely heard that they were saying that, you know, content got his bail raised. No, I don't believe so. I believe when they raise your bail double, they raised it on. I'm sorry, y'all. They raised his bail 150%. That's not. People are talking online, or they think you're going to get out because people are showing you support online. That's, we have more evidence. It's hard for me to even report on this the way I would normally do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so much I could say. I could say, bro, it's like they're raising the evidence. I mean, they're raising the bail because they have more evidence, more concrete evidence. That's what usually happens. You know what I'm saying? And it's just hard to report on. Let's keep going, man.
Can I answer? I feel like this is propaganda. You know what I'm saying? And it's clearly is not true.
To pay
fired.
Huh? Why is that clear?
You don't know that
isn't true.
That Adam don't like.
Let's say, for instance, it ain't true. I know it's not true to be true. Let's say it is true. I mean, that's we doing police work. We want to show them and all this, but I get it though.
But police work would be like obtaining actual information. This is just us watching a clip that somebody else posted, in which it claims that, you know,
it's framed in a certain way for sure.
Yeah, let's check it out.
That's immigrants. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
No, for real. I don't rock with that shit.
And what you mean it's not stolen?
They went viral. Remember they whipped out the ice man and got on.
Black people get ass.
Put him on his pockets.
Looking at his.
Did that happen? I didn't see that.
Yeah, that was viral. Whipped his ass.
Bit of a reach.
In context, it looks crazy, but he was saying the homies do it.
Without context and with context, it looked regular, bro. He had his skin was ashy, bro. Yeah, people do that shit all the time, bro. You remember your mom? She'd get a little spit from her, you know, and get it off you, bro. Y'all reaching with that. I ain't gonna lie.
He's kind of like a cat. He's like licking his hand and like moving his hair to the side.
Homies ashy between their knuckles.
So you're calling Aunt Jefe ashy? Y'all are crazy for that.
But when you wash your hands,
those are fighting words.
I mean,
you're gonna be next.
I mean, it is what it is. That's my bro. That's all that was. If anything, he was just ashy. He was putting a little spit. Us black people do that from time to time.
If you wash your hands a lot, your hands get ashy.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
do it all the time. I sit ashy.
You think he's overly clean?
Yeah.
Right, but look, so
that's all he did.
If this was accurate, right? In the LA County jail or once you get into a fight, the police tell you, hey, they put everybody on their bunk and they lift their hands out. right? And they come and they be like, your hand looks swollen, your hand looks swollen. You were just involved in a serious altercation. They could like run back and be like, oh, look, this is evidence that his hand was involved in a physical altercation. That is how this is doing some police work. You remember? So that's why I'm like, but when you look at it, the fans is reaching. You can clearly see he was just ashy.
Because he going in between the knuckles, you could kind of tell. It's not on the knuckle.
Okay,
but if he was punching some shit, it would be rough.
You know, and it's a trip, right? Because like I say, bro, Ant would be defending Adam, bro. You feel me? But Adam, it seemed like he trying to like, I don't know if he was mad because Ant was sleeping on the podcast or what, bro, but it seemed like he trying to get him washed, bro, or something.
From the knuckle off.
Did you guys see the clip in which he's basically, it's like right after this alleged murder situation, and he's basically like talking shit to Wack, and he's basically like okay, Wack, remember Wack was saying like, oh, Ant Jefe got a DP coming his way, and then Ant was like responding to that, and Ant was saying like, I don't know why Wack is talking about shit that could end up putting somebody in jail or whatever, and like looking back on it now, it seems weird. And Ant is even saying that there's basically a dude from HA that talks to Wack to be telling Wack shit that he's not supposed to know. So there is a whole puzzle of different things that little breadcrumbs, bro. I don't know. I'm intrigued by this whole situation, and I'm not going to be just sitting here saying, "Oh yeah, he's innocent" because he's."
No, I get that. I definitely assume it's innocence until proven guilty.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? Until I see some type of evidence that would sway me otherwise, and I haven't. I haven't so far.
Like the
you gotta understand that,
really, like objectively, not.
So basically, you saying that Ant Jefe got up with Wack 100's homie, that's his homie, right? And they knock him down, type shit. For being infidel to Wack, and for some, I heard it was some other shit too. The OG was involved in, bro, like taking shit from women, type shit, right?
See, this is what I'm saying, y'all. This is what I'm saying. Hold on, let me turn off the air because it sounds crazy. This is what I'm saying. It's so much I can bring to the internet, but I'm really not. And everybody is trying to do their job and be a podcaster. But at the same time, we all got love for young Ant Jefe, so we don't want to. There's no reason for us to throw him under the bus. He's never, you know what I'm saying? So we're all like, we're used to just doing our content, but it's like, it's young Ant Jefe. Let's keep going.
Seen any
That's what I'm
evidence
saying.
that points to specifically him being guilty of what they're alluding to.
It's a couple of funny things, but it's all kind of circumstantial for sure.
And I'll lie for Ant Jefe. I lie for my homies all the time. I said on here, said I've never seen Brick Baby with a gun about anything. But I mean, ultimately, I'm going to absorb the fact.
What? Did he just say what I think he said, bro? Hold on, bro. I got to turn the air off for real now. I'm trying to. But did he just say what I think he said? This nigga just said I lied for Brick Baby and said I never seen him with a gun. And Brick Baby stuff is still going on. Watch this. This is crazy.
And I'll lie for Ant Jefe. I lie for my homies all the time. I said on here, said I've never seen Brick Baby with a gun about anything. But
so now you've just made yourself basically a witness that is not credible. If you wanted to come speak on his behalf and have an upstanding citizen of Burbank's community come and speak on you, somebody that's paying a lot of taxes over there, you're basically saying like, yeah, I'm uncredible. I will lie. Like you can't, you're basically putting yourself in a box, in a position where you can't even help him. That's crazy, bro. I don't know. I don't think you're that dumb. I don't think you're that unintelligent to think that statement can't be used against you and your credibility so they can't come try to subpoena you. That's what I feel like you're doing. That's crazy.
I mean, ultimately, I'm going to absorb the facts.
But you feel like this is absorbed enough to be like, maybe he did, you know, or maybe.
Bro, I just want everybody that's speaking right now on their podcast, I want you guys all to know. I want y'all all to know. He don't like that. Y'all about to get, he's going to systematically replace you guys. You up north together, gang, Moose, bro, you're too outspoken. That's why I can't even get in the building. They know I'm gonna tell them how I really feel. You know what I'm saying? But you can't go up there telling the boss how you really feel and embarrassing him on live because people like us are gonna expose it and put it out. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but hey, man, let's keep going.
Maybe the cops are onto something because I just haven't been presented by everything all together. Every video that's been made, every piece of information that's been provided to me is nothing that's swayed me one way or the other.
Who's going to do an interview
objectively?
Who's going to do an interview with the guy's family? Because I see them pretty heavy on social media.
Yeah, the daughter's jumping out the window. She's no jumper too in that post.
Did?
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. Hey, for the record, lady, I mean,
yeah, condolences.
We in no way endorse any sort of behavior like that. I don't know what the happened. I hope Ann didn't do anything, but
so the family come out now, huh? See, and like I was saying, bro, about the sides, right? Aunt Jefe would for surely be on Deuce's side, bro. Seeing like Deuce on the family side, bro. And condolences to the family. Rest in peace to the victim. If what they saying about him ain't true, type shit.
I understand you're probably just angry at No Jumper, but by no means is our goal to make light of your father's death or anything.
Absolutely.
Like that.
What it is,
our intention at all.
What it is that No Jumper has a job. They see the little guys out here eating off this shit, and certain individuals that are just like, we're going full force on the thing. So they're like, we got to eat too. We have to make a decision, and like I said, this is a hard decision to make. If we're going to cover the content, and we're not covering it full force, but we do have to cover it. And I did notice that Munchie B doesn't have much to say. And I respect that, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
So hopefully we're
but no, yeah, this is some bullshit. This is some
your father. You know your father. Was your father want somebody in jail? You know your father. You know what type of activities your father was involved in, and you know if your father was an active gang member or not. Do you think your father will want somebody in jail?
That's a good point.
I'm going to just put it like this, bro. It just seems like No Jumper, the cast that they obtain certified members that are still active in the streets. What are you going to get with that? You're going to get active cases. You're going to get people that are going to prison and jail. You know what I'm saying? Catching cases, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like J Hood right here. I don't want to speak nothing negative upon him, but I'm speaking from the fact that he is a real one. I can tell in his demeanor and how people respect him. I don't know his history. I don't really know nothing about J Hood, but I know from the way people treat him and the way they exalt him and praise him and raise him up, he has to have a history and a respect level to where people respect him. And I'm saying that to say like he's there right now. He's giving this content. He may get integrated into Young and Jefe's spot, which is unfortunate. But what if he's the next one to catch a case? What if Spody Face is the next one to catch a case? You know what I'm saying? It's like they're basically obtaining talent that I don't want to say they're hoping that, but it's highly plausible that they're gonna, goddamn get bumped and go to prison and be viral content. And depending on the relationship level that him or whoever has with Adam is gonna depend on how hard they go on niggas.
Probably not, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody to go to jail. They put my shit in the payment.
Jail sucks.
Family's always gonna push for that though. Even if you a gangster.
But your family should want what you feel like is best for you.
You would think so.
If
you talking about the family of the deceased victim, he's gone.
I want to be buried this way.
Deceased family
all my family's last wishes.
Justice. Want them to go to prison. They don't want to.
I feel like it's for them more than it's for you. Like we want justice for us. You know what I'm saying? For us to feel better. We not worried about. You know what I'm saying?
They should be thinking about themselves.
I get that.
About the person who lived their life.
I get that.
I'm telling you,
I didn't say it before.
Just from watching J Hood's demeanor, the way he's interacting on this podcast, I promise you he's not gonna stay there long because he's too hood. He's too real. He's too real for this podcast environment. Look at Lush. Lush is so nervous. He ain't gonna say shit. He gonna sit there.
You just don't tell my mama. Cause I already know what my mama gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, feel it.
You go my brothers and my pops and shit.
Yeah, moms ain't got no impulse, bro. They did what to my baby? You know, Elroy's.
I thought you were saying your mom was gonna slide.
No, my mom ain't about that life at all. She but don't tell my mom, you know what I'm saying? Cause niggas go to jail and they get life in jail and become podcasters. or they get married and getting pussy.
I mean, somebody did say that, like, how long until we see Ann Jefe making videos in there the same way he was making videos on the outside? Because honestly, the production quality ain't gonna change too much. It was pretty much just him and the camera.
Wow, that's crazy. He basically saying he was recording out here on a cell phone. He gonna be in there recording on a cell phone. This is wild, bro.
Hearing, bro, he already writing Jefe off. That shit's so scandalous, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga was sitting right next to him, bro, just last week. You know, I don't knock him though, cause I done seen this shit plenty of many times, bro. Anybody who's shocked right now, you're crazy, bro. Facts.
Phone.
I'm not shocked. I'm more like, I'm not shocked at all. I expected Adam to make content. I expected Adam to, you know, do his job as a podcaster and as a host of No Jumper to keep the mess going. So I'm not mad at him for, you know what I'm saying, being a podcaster. You know what I'm saying? They're just mad that he's not making an exception, but they don't know Adam.
Yeah, but the sound might be better.
How is that just as a nigga getting life if they go to jail and get a little nugget ring, a little thin chain, marry a fat, have sex every 90 days when conjugals come up, start a YouTube channel? That's not equal. I want that me to get dirty. But that's why I say don't tell my mama nothing.
Changes his minds, bro. Says the Lord, bro. It really sit up there and tell you they believe in God, though, bro. You feel me? I don't know, though, bro, but I feel I understand what he's saying, though, bro, but, you know, just contradictions, bro, other ghetto type shit.
Do a 20 versus 1 for Anna.
It's crazy because it's like, basically, they're discussing should whoever did this to this man be free and should they let them get vigilante justice. You know what I'm saying? Which is like, I understand it, but it's crazy. Let's keep going.
Jefe while he's locked up and just have it like over a video chat or something, you know? Like,
I like this.
So we can find him a girl to like give him money while he's in there and shit.
You can't get a video chat in the county?
Nah, but hopefully he stays in the county and then gets out of the county. But if he does find a more permanent home,
he's going to be home soon.
Not gonna happen.
Bro, they're talking about him going to prison and he ain't even
alter ego.
That's crazy.
It's like, we got due process, man. And sometimes you just got to go through the process.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like
innocence of proven guilty.
Free alter ego to alter ego free.
I'm not mad at you out of life because
you
you don't come from a walk of life. But what they do is like they like to close cases. So a lot of people they go to jail for shit they didn't do. You know what I'm saying? And especially if they want you bad, like Munchie. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you gonna do time for the shit you did in the past and not now, because that's how they get down. They really don't even crack cases. I'm telling you, like it should be crazy. Like they try to.
Well, let's hope it ain't that much karmic debt, bro, on FA plate, bro. Because you know he was doing good type shit, bro. But a man did lose their life, right? Feel me? And it's a bigger learning lesson though from it though. Like okay, these environments though is what keep getting me in this predicament type shit, right? Or the company I keep.
Those cold cases. Yeah. I got a gang of homies that's in there for what the other homie did. So what the other homie's supposed to do? Look out, bro. You need to look out because you know you did that shit, bro.
That should
and the homie he didn't tell on you. He's sitting there doing 30 years or something for some shit you did, and it's a lot of that going on. So I understand why you look at it how you look at it, but I know the police is tricky and how they get down though, for sure.
Especially in LA.
Police will take you to jail and try to max you out just to get you to talk.
Yep.
To get you to tell.
Well, that was my first thought. It was like, oh, they want. That's what my initial thought when I heard that Jefe got busted. Because all I really know of him is like this. podcasting and just my experience with him over here, and he's been nothing but professional, and he's just solid dude. Yeah, obviously I know about the reputation, like, but that's not who I met.
That sounds like telling. You're telling on him.
You stupid.
I mean, you're saying he has a reputation. I mean, you're basically saying he did.
Yeah, not trying to implicate him. I'm just saying, I mean, the fact that this was a guy that did several years in federal prison.
Yeah, and it wasn't for killing people either. It was
for sure. Okay, for sure. If this is true, it'll be the first time I ever knew somebody who killed somebody in a way besides a gun. That alone is kind of wild, right?
That you know.
That I know.
I'm curious to why Lush is mad at TMZ more than he mad at the people that actually.
I didn't say I was mad at.
He was mad at the
situation. You're gonna find the real killer.
Again, it's so crazy.
You hear him, bro? He say, or the killer. Basically, he said, or Jefe, right? Type shit. And
that's crazy.
You know, bro, like I say, it's to be expected. Can't really knock him. You know, if your reputation precedes you, it can get you in trouble. You know, like I say, them environments, the company you keep, all that shit, bro, is important. Feel me? And like, it's like certain things, bro, they have to be debunked. If you get what I'm saying, bro. A lot of niggas is holding certain things on a pedestal and they being blasphemous. You understand me? I don't mean to go left, but yeah, y'all niggas let me know what y'all think. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now.
Hey man, it's a wild situation,
with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I really don't have to learn, you know, because of the whole situation. But let's find some more Young and Jefe content, see what they got going on. Because I've been over there in Streamer World, and I don't know what's going on over here. So let's go over here. And you know what? Since I don't have the other page right now, right? I noticed that my timeline has changed. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to remember all of the people that I was following, you know, to go refollow them. So let's look at let's search. I heard that Whack 100 was talking crazy on Clubhouse. I really don't like to react to Clubhouse videos because they're so fucking weak. You know what I mean? Like, they're just so weak. All right, so we got, who is this? Clips Reacts, man. He's reacting to Whack 100 destroys Munchie B and Spuddy Face over Young and Jefe arrest. Let's get into this, y'all.
Didn't understand why Whack 100 name was getting mixed up with getting Young and Jefe arrested. But after watching No Jumper live show yesterday, Adam 22 asked the people did they see the video where Aunt Jefe got at Whack. And Ant mentioned something about Whack getting them DP'd.
Did you guys see the clip in which he's basically, it's like right after this alleged situation, and he's basically like talking Whack, and he's basically like, okay, Whack, remember Whack was saying like, oh, Aunt Jefe got a DP coming his way? And then Ant was like responding to that, and Ant was saying like, I don't know why Whack is talking about they could end up putting somebody in jail or whatever. And like looking back on it now, it seems weird. And Ant is even saying that there's basically a dude from HA that talks to Whack to be telling him that he's not supposed to know. So there is a whole puzzle of different things that little breadcrumbs, bro. I don't know. I'm intrigued by this whole situation, and I'm not going to be just sitting here saying, "Oh yeah, he's innocent" because he's."
No, I
homie,
get that.
You know?
I need y'all to hit that like button so I could get back in that algorithm. So hit that like button. I need a quick 100 likes. Once we pass 100 likes, I need a quick 500 likes. Once we pass 500 likes, I need a quick 1,000 likes. Hit that hype. We're up to 40,000 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notifications so you can get updated every time I drop. But after I seen that, I did some homework. And Ant went to his hood and did a video on IG Live and asked Whack, who said they was going to get him DP'd.
Batface, check this out. Go to the noms, go to your hood, and then holler at me and talk about DPs. Man, I'm not even about to go no H-Ray power with you because I'm not about to politic wouldn't make you an agent of destruction. You are an agent of destruction. You're emotionally evolved. That's why you talking like a woman. Every day you getting up, you at me, oh, Aunt Jefe this, Aunt Jefe that. Go to your hood. Go question those dudes that called you out. Like you be in everybody else's business, trying to tell them to go to their hood and holler at their homies that speaking on them. Put the person out there that told you I got a DP coming, and let's address it.
I got one challenge for you. Try Whisper Flow once. One time.
My bad, y'all. I gotta get
Promise. You'll
premium on
understand
the
why I
backup channel.
haven't.
I'm still not understanding how from that they put together Wack got him arrested. But also during that live stream, Spotty Face said he got a call from Young Ant. He said that Ant was in good spirits.
Wait, look. First and foremost, I just got off the phone with Young Ant Jefe.
What's he talking about?
Of course, you know he innocent, and the video footage gonna prove that he's not. They just using his name. I put Lush on the phone with him too. He definitely in good spirits. You know what I'm saying?
And Lush is
so we can't ignore the fact that the videos and the false narratives that was put out by Young Ant Jefe, by people against Young Ant Jefe, that didn't raise his bail. That's a fact. That's not.
Yeah, do y'all agree with that? Because Spotty did say that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I just wanted to know if they agree with that.
That definitely did.
You guys feel
was coming here
a little weirded out by the fact that Aunt Jefe allegedly got in a parking lot and then came and did the podcast like a day later. And I'm not gonna lie, I do know some YouTube sleuths who've been digging through the podcast that appeared right after this alleged murder. And there is some interesting stuff to be discerned from some of the podcast appearances if you really study Ant afterwards. I'm not going to be the one breaking down any of those theories, but I do feel like the YouTube detectives have a little bit of work to do.
Hey, Adam. And one thing I truly believe when it comes to the social media, you have to be very careful with your words and what you say on wax, because the words you say can paint a total different picture than what you may have actually meant.
I don't understand you dudes that's out here on the street acting extra tough, thinking you extra thorough, and don't be having a care in the world. But when you get in that jail, it's the total opposite. You scary, you don't handle business, you go PC, you know what I'm saying, and all this type of stuff, and then get back out here to the street and try to transition back into this thug person. That's why this stuff is so messed up and poisonous right now, because you type of dudes, man. If you did anything that go against what you signed up for, bro, bow out, bro, or take a bow, bro, or stay up in your place, bro. Ain't nobody buying that tough stuff. You dudes tell, you dudes go PC, you dudes do stuff that's against the game and get mad when dudes hold y'all accountable for that type of stuff, and then try to act like you ready to go on a war, you know what I'm saying, binge with everybody. Oh, it's up with everybody. It wasn't up when you was in them jails. Don't get back out here to the streets with that tough stuff, bro. Stay PC, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stay PC like you was in jail, man. Ain't nobody buying that tough stuff, man. You dudes get in jail and want to follow the rules and then get back out here to the streets, man, acting like you Al-Qaeda, man. Get out of here.
The feds could use that clip and paint a picture that Ant was still active. And it's more than just that, but I'll say that for another video. But I want to get into this Wack 100 got Young Ant Jefe arrested, because I don't agree with it. And Wack 100 got that Spotty Face and Munchie B and responded to anybody else claiming that he had something to do with putting Young Ant Jefe in jail. Because from the sound of it, Ant Jefe might have been snitched on by somebody in his own hood.
Spotty Face, that he called me. His credibility, he went on there talking about some on Clubhouse, said he got my phone and there was officer's number to my phone, and I turned it. What? Man, it's saying, oh, he killing his credibility. I didn't know he said that. He got my phone. It was a detective number in my phone, and I gave him information on Ant Jefe to get arrested. Not from H-Ray Gates. Sorry.
Wow. That's a Brazy said. I seen the video. B Brazy seeing that NBA is saying that too. NBA, I guess that Young said what others. They're saying that as soon as you beef with Wack, got something to do with Wack.
What it got to do with an H-Ray gangster DP?
I have no idea.
Just talk.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It just seemed like everybody Wack get into it with go to jail situation happened to Tech Day page. He bought them up. You know what I'm saying? He want to be a fake YouTube Debo in his. I'm telling you, bro. I can't wait till somebody slap his face virtually or in real life and knock his dumb ass down. Let's keep going.
About
Anthony been on my phone the last couple months talking real cordial and regular. They don't want me. They don't want me to put these text messages out.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, bro, get with you in the morning. Right? So if me and you getting into it and you've been under investigation for 2 years because you moving dope to Tennessee and they decide to service they warrant, what that got to do with me?
Hey, Chuck, what did I say when in that first day?
Yeah, you said they was gonna try to blame what?
Blame me for what? Hey, listen, I'm from Paru for real.
No, we know where you
stop. A-Trade gangster. I ain't involved in the DP or the A-Trade gangster. We wouldn't DP or A-Trade gangster. It's called intentional.
This machine could change t-shirt printing.
I ain't gonna lie, right?
I printed this t-shirt with
it
the
seems
back
like
neck label.
Whack 100 did the same thing he did with Big U, with Young and Jefe, but he just didn't do it like to a level, right? And what I mean by that is that, you know how Wack started the whole campaign against Big U, like, he just started putting kernels out there, little pieces of information and evidence. Yeah, he got a DP coming from this, he got a situation with the DP. He just kept mentioning this DP stuff, and we didn't really understand it, so we didn't like latch onto it and start, talking about it. But he definitely was the only person in media that was speaking on Young and Jefe, having some type of situation with a DP and bringing it to the light. So don't act like niggas is crazy for saying you got something to do with his situation, because you do. You're putting light on it. When you speak, people listen, people think, people start investigating. You're known to be exposer and be snitching a rat. So when you talk, they think you might have some evidence.
Right? I can't DP you because I ain't from you. Do what you doing in your neighborhood. But see, they want to be outside. They members. They in the parking lot.
But I heard something about him going in somebody going in the car. It was 2 people there.
What I'm trying to tell you is it's a robbery.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure dude from living where he living, he ain't no slouch. I'm pretty sure.
You got that paid.
So
and here
let's
come the
clarify
special circumstance.
what Mac is talking about. The alleged story is that there was a DP. After the DP, maybe the guy, whatever state he was in, I don't know if he was knocked out, unconscious, whatever. But after they whooped him, they took some things off him. So that's what he's saying. It wasn't a robbery from what I hear. I don't know. I have no connection or inside knowledge. But from what I'm hearing from the public space is that it was a DP and they took something out of his pocket. But let's keep going, y'all.
You take some special circumstances. They ain't thinking. I think Ann Hathaway in his head, I ain't touched nobody. Right? That's what he thinking. But if you got
And that's what I mean when I say that some people are guessing or alleging that, they may be trying to come at him, make sure he doesn't get out, put him under, extreme pressure because he's the one they would consider to be a weak link, not because he's a weak-minded person or anything like that, but because he's successful, he's in the media, he's having money, he may not be as active with the street life, you know what I mean? So they're like, let's put full court press on him because he would be the one most likely to crack because he has the most to lose. Let's keep going.
Over here saying Ed called him to come down. They got you.
That's what the gun said. That dude, that dude who be going against no jumper and point and shoot. He said when he looked at the penal code said that he wasn't like Young and Jefe wasn't the direct cause of the death, but he was.
What lets you know his homies is telling.
Hey, his bail got increased because they charged him with malice with forethought.
Okay, what does that tell you? That means they're saying you the mastermind.
Yeah.
Somebody said.
No, that doesn't. No, that is not what that means. Malice with forethought means that they could have came there with the intention to do harm or great bodily harm or damage or something, you know what I mean? Violence to a person, which is common sense because we're talking about a DP. So if persons came to violently attack someone, or are they planned to do violence to a person? That's what that charge is about. And that it ain't that he's the mastermind. It's not a one of those gang leader charges or mastermind charges. It's basically saying you plan to do this and you came and executed that plan, which is the DP and legal language. Let's keep going.
Body saying the one orchestrated the play.
Look what it says.
But Face saying that the only reason his bail went up, he said it on the 24-hour live. Yes.
I mean, so let's think about what he's saying right there, right? I ain't gonna lie. They're saying he's the one that orchestrated the play. So let's assume maybe Wack has some type of, logic to his statement. Okay, if that charge is related to somebody that like had, some kind of leadership or planned it or whatever, and they're saying that his friends could have told on him. Let's just play into that theory. So is somebody in there saying, hey, I didn't plan this DP. Young and Jefe called the DP. Are they trying to say he's the big homie over there and he called for the DP of this person due to this? Are they saying that he is the one that, basically said this person needs to be DP'd, and without that statement, without that regulated call of action, this person wouldn't be unalived? That would make more sense, because I don't want to just come at it like, man, I don't like Wack, he lying, and he just, you know what I mean? Let's think about it logically. Okay, what is he saying there? All right, did he call the DP? Wack was saying a lot of stuff about a DP before this situation happened. Did he have, some foreknowledge? He did say that Young and Jefe hang with one of his old homeboys, so I don't know. Let's keep going.
So that he said the only reason his bail went up is because Flacco is putting
again a dummy
out there,
killing his credibility. Flacco talking about a taco stand.
Mm-hmm.
And what got to do with the parking lot? He's killing his credibility, but he's a dummy. Let me ask y'all, who the sporty face, bro? That's 4 Extras family Adam used to antagonize dude when he got a diss song out on him. And he said his family and went up to No Jumper. Right? Let's just be real. Who is this? Where he come? What? Who is he? He get paid $150 for 5 hours to sit down and be milked. That's what he is.
So you saying that's a fact?
Wow. But even though I know how Wack does it, basically he's just spinning the same narrative and talking points that he was using with Spotify. Y'all peep that? Because didn't he say that Spotify, the only reason he was brought up there to be milked and, use him for information on 4 Extras? So now you're just spinning them same talking points and putting them on Spotify, which I know Wack, so I know that he does that often. He'll take a whole scenario, talking points and everything from one situation and place it on another one just to continue the conversation going and create these clips. But let's keep going.
They get paid like $150.
I'm telling you what they get paid. You notice ain't nobody went against it.
You right.
I ain't gonna They must have got a demotion because the number I was hearing was 200, which ain't but $50. But damn, they took $50 from y'all. Y'all was only getting $20. I mean, to $200.
Let me tell y'all what that matters for forethought, because this goes into the DP situation. Look, it says, if prosecutors believe someone participated in a violent act where death was a foreseeable outcome, even a so-called disciplinary punishment or group beating, they may try to argue implied malice or felony murder, depending on the acts.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? He basically just articulated what I said. Like, all right, let me take Wack out of it. No, you just landed it. No, that charge could be that he was the one that called for the DP. And I see what SPJ is saying. Maybe they got his physical phone records. I don't think that he would have been, unintelligent enough to put it in a text message form. And then this may be where the confidential informants or the snitches or the people that are telling on Young and Jefe that Wack is talking about come into play. You know what I'm saying? Because how do they know who called the shot? How do they know who's the big homie? How do they know who called for the DP? This is something that I heard previous to any charges coming out. I won't lie. Like I said, there's a lot of things I could talk to y'all about. There's a lot of things I could tell y'all that I've heard that I'm almost sure is what it is. But, you know, I ain't here to do that. Let's keep going.
What they're saying is, and it take an A-train to say it, somebody told them people.
Imagine being able to
My
build
bad,
anything
y'all. I gotta
just by thinking
get
about
premium
it.
on my new
Meet
channel.
Base 44.
Man.
And has
I'm gonna do it on the first one I get paid on Friday. I'll do it.
pay mastermind. Now this goes to tell you, remember I told you, bro, my homies can't, it's only 3 of my homies can talk to me. My homies cannot just come talk to me. You got to talk to them. So, hey, now I would be able to go do that. You're not going to be able to go say, Whack was standing amongst us and did this.
Hey, look, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense why his cellmate, why his Cody wanted to himself. He didn't want the snitch jacket.
Hey, let's roll.
He snitched on him.
Huh? What you say?
I said, now it makes sense why the other nobody killed himself. Because he refined still, he snitched on him.
So I want to make it clear that we're all assuming, we're all just kind of taking the facts that we're hearing and trying to make sense of it. So what that guy is saying is that the reason that young Ed Jefe's friend allegedly might have tried to take his own life was maybe that guy that tried to take his own life was the alleged snitch that told on young Ed Jefe for calling the shot. Again, I don't have any information. I don't know if young Ed Jefe even called a shot. I'm just going off the story and trying to make sense of the facts that we have. But let's keep going, y'all.
Really be him. It could be, bro, this is 4 months.
They said it was only them 2 there.
No, it's just a 4-month investigation. You know how many in a big hood? No, it's a bunch of over there working. You just don't know who.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's your senses on it though, Wack? Do you think that there's a chance of beating it?
Yeah. What you say?
Do you think he got a chance of beating it?
Usually when it's a 4 month. See, when I thought they picked him up for the taco dash, he had action because that's something that just happened, right?
Right.
But when they pick you up 4 months later.
You heard what he said when I thought he picked him up for the taco stand shit.
So beating it.
Usually when it's a 4 month. See, when I thought they picked him up for the taco dash, he had action because that's something that just happened, right?
So I highlight that to say that, you know, a lot of people got in my DMs like, money, you didn't know what was going on. Ooh, this is what it's about. What I'll say is that that's not what he's charged with. Let's keep going.
Right.
But when they pick you up 4 months later, and then you go to court your first time and they double your bond up like that and hit you with a 3-strike clause, they got what they got. He got to fight. Time to spend some money. If he's smart, he sell every dot, go get a top attorney, and try to play for a 10-piece. Get out the way. Because
and it's crazy. I hate to even say that this nigga's right or you know what I mean, whatever, but it's just like he's not real. He's keeping it funky. You got a body on you. Hopefully the 10-piece, I'm assuming what he's talking about is the manslaughter, right? You know what I mean? Some kind of associated to a manslaughter charge or something like that. But yeah, man, I hate to say that that's with the situation at hand, that's the most likely best situation. Let's keep going.
once they listen, he's already been in a situation where his homies told on him in the feds.
Yeah, when he went to the feds.
They told on him once already. And then the told on him, he didn't do nothing to him. That's the one that just died. The little Sody dude. They was a little mad at him that he talked about him after he died, not when he was here. So when they got you for 4 months investigation, they pick you knowing that you was part of the chatter in the background, somebody talking to them people.
That's what
Trust me, bro.
That's if you process this whole situation, unless they have some type of physical evidence, cameras, whatever, where they can identify, There is a situation I can think about. I'm not going to bring to the forefront. They could have identified something through that. It has to be somebody telling. It has to be a credible first party witness that is stating that he is directly responsible for this whole situation even coming to fruition. Let's keep going.
In 97, I was shocked. One of my G homies, we wanted coming out the judge chamber. The homie that left a body on the freeway burnt. Google it. Body found on Stillmar, California on freeway on fire, right? Like, what is this one coming out? You don't understand? He home. Get the stand. He tells, yeah, him right there, shot, killed, kidnapped, ransom, left him on the freeway to get him for 2 keys and 100,000. And they like, this wasn't him. So the defense attorney say, well, how could you speak on this? He wasn't nowhere in the area. They said he's been a confidential, reliable informant for the PPV gang members since 1987.
Right.
They homies. This one ours. Upper week. So now you thinking about every time they didn't raid it, we're like, you know where to go. You never know who's who, bro. You don't know what I'm saying? So if you think a neighborhood that big ain't got there talking, you crazy. They chose to pick him up when they felt they had enough. They could have picked it 2 months ago, 3 months ago. They chose to grab me now when they felt they had enough. And then he got a Cody that tried to sell Sody at the whole station. That's not a good look.
Punchy B said that it was a possibility that they would lower the bond, but in fact they.
No, he don't know what he's talking about. He ain't never even been in this situation.
Man, in real life, Munchie was definitely correct. There was a lot of chance that they could have lowered that bond with the bail hearing. Again, most times when they raise the bail, it's because they have concrete evidence that you are directly responsible of something like, this heinous. It has to be like a heinous crime, and then it's like you're directly responsible. Flight risk. It's many things, but I don't think Munchie was off with what he was saying.
We'll never see it our way, respectfully. No pun intended. Yeah, look, he need to tell us how he beat them gun cases he got caught with.
Yeah, he told him he's blind. Like, can you beat that because you blind?
No, I didn't know. I didn't see it. No.
So if I get my blind, like if I put all the pipes on my blind, that's
they might hit him with special circumstances because he blind with a gun.
Yeah. But that don't mean you gonna beat it.
Hell no, you're a felon. You've been to the joint. How OR? If you get ORs on your first time going front, you get no ORs, you're an ex-con, you'd have been in jail 4, 5, 6 times.
Now they gonna start talking about Munchie because they ain't got nothing more to say about Young and Jefe. But let's keep going though.
You get the bail.
Not for no guns, they automatically take you.
Yeah, so you notice he ain't talking about that. He ain't even mentioned. He don't even think we know. Now when I beat the case, I'm talking about it. I was involved in something. He think he's got some imaginations with me, bro.
Bro, he definitely talked about it. He definitely talked about how he beat the case and he got it off. He got past that situation. So you Wack is the type of motherfucker that he can trick a motherfucker that is not a known or a goofy motherfucker really easily. But if you go to talking to somebody that knows what they're talking about, it's like, bro, you're just talking out your ass.
Investigating something. I don't know, bro. I know I'm on my way to DRC. I know they just cleared my visa. Keep pissing them off.
And Jefe has been arrested once before and did 10 years in the feds because of a snitch in his hood. Until now recently being arrested again, possibly by somebody snitching again, is wild. Now, I hope Ant is innocent, had nothing to do with it. But they have been investigating this for 4 months, and they raised his bail. Then his Cody tried to unalive himself. This seemed to me like Ant going to have an uphill battle. It's a state case, so he might have action, but I agree with Wack. If they offer him 10, he might have to consider that. Because if he take it to the box and lose, he gonna get cooked. It's gonna be a tough decision for Ant Jefe because he just got done doing 10, and then they have to turn around and do another 10. But I'd rather do that extra 10 than do life. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section.
All right, man. So with this situation, man, I agree with Clips. I agree with Wag as far as this point that, you know, if they got some solid evidence against him that, you know, that manslaughter or, you know, that 10-piece may be the best option for him, man. I really just hate that this situation is what's going on. You know what I mean? I think we have a little bit more context to why Young Ed Jefe was talking about loyalty and watch the people you kick it with and you hang with. I think he had some information, you know, maybe he found out through a lawyer, bail bondsman, whoever, that he had a warrant. You know, I just hate that this happened to him. I hate that we couldn't have that conversation, you know, 5 months ago, if they saying this happened 4 months ago. So, you know, definitely let's keep Young and Jefe in our prayers. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, just shoot them good energy over there. You know what I mean? That's all I can really say at this point, man. But let's get into this content, though, y'all. All right. So, yeah, man, that was Clips Reacts with the Young and Jefe content. Let's see what else is going on out here. All right. So I want to stick on this Young and Jefe situation. So let's look up Young and Jefe. That's how I know I'm not in the algorithm. Usually my videos pop up one of the first two. Let's get into this.
The boy All-Star JR is in jail right now because he took somebody's gun
and stood over him and fired into his body.
Okay, that's what happened. Police officers, they shoot and fire into you because they think you got a gun, but you got a snapper.
But we know the standards is different, though. That's how they're going to treat us.
Because we all human. God made us all equal.
If I was in a situation,
one nation under God, why we not one nation under God then?
If I was in a situation where I felt like I had to shoot somebody, for sure the whole time I would just be thinking about how is this going to look on camera? Am I going to be able to beat this charge? So at that point, probably my logical thinking brain would preclude me from standing over him and firing into his lifeless body.
That's gangster. But yeah, I'm not going to help you out with the self-defense.
The imagery is amazing, but it's probably a bad idea if you want to beat
flight.
it.
Fight or flight, and your adrenaline is pumping. People blank out.
But when they're sleeping on the ground, you know, or
how do you know if he's sleeping?
I mean, it probably wasn't sleeping.
But you don't.
The screen grabs look pretty bad.
He's gonna be able to make a case, but it definitely doesn't help him going back because he spun back on him to stand over him too. He was like about to dip and then turn back around, hit him with the, finish him off.
Yeah, but he didn't finish him.
I know that's crazy too. Bro's invincible.
All you gotta do is up it up a little bit more.
Well, he probably paralyzed him. Seems he paralyzed him. That's a pretty big deal.
I thought I saw him walking with crutches already.
Hell no, he paralyzed.
Is he? I thought they said that was fake.
He got shot fresh out of the hospital.
That's insane.
Yeah, I seen that too.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
But that was in Baton Rouge. So that's where a lot of people get shot at.
But people get shot everywhere.
Baton Rouge at the top.
But what I'm saying is,
the thing is,
I don't know. It said Seti Nash said the boy made a statement like he told. Right? Ben 10.
He is not credible.
You don't think Seti Nash is credible?
Well, he said that Ant knocked off Big U's son. That's what he was reporting.
Did you watch the whole video?
Made something up because
they were saying he was dispelling that rumor.
No, he
wasn't.
No, he was putting it out there.
Because somebody I know
he
tapped in and called him about it. He getting all kind of calls.
All right, one more. But okay. The Seti Nash thing, though, what do you
for they trade? I don't think it's a Sacramento 60s.
Okay, but what do you think Seti Nash was wrong about?
He wrong for putting that narrative out there that Ant was in jail for Big U's son.
Okay,
that's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
But you saw the whole video. Did he actually say that?
Yeah. He said somebody told him that was the reason why Ant Jefe was locked up.
Man, you can't report what somebody told you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that justifies.
That's what everybody does.
No, man. You got to come
with that type of accusation. You got to have something else other than a third party just saying, "Hey, this is what happened."
Hey, hold on.
You got to paperwork. He do that.
I know somebody that's on that side of the fence, like neighbor crib, and called in. I'm like, man, what are you doing? I know, I'm getting calls and calls. So he wasn't just like, you know what I'm saying? They just care about the clicks. And if why you didn't private the video after you didn't put that lie out there?
Absolutely.
But I feel like everybody,
you didn't list it.
Okay, Ann Hefe, Spody Face, Munchie B, etc.
Y'all
Everybody
are
makes the same exact
y'all
kind of videos, but y'all just
a angle of persons that are getting views. You know what I'm saying? Guys that's out here that are not getting views, man, they get some views. They need to keep them views. They need to try to monetize. They need to try to make the video better and try to get more views. You know what I'm saying? Y'all looking at it from y'all perspective. Y'all ain't looking at it from the podcaster perspective.
hate on the Flacos and the 1090Js because they do the most views.
Hey,
Let's talk about it.
I don't-
Trap Lord Ross.
no.
Y'all do the same. You just don't do as good a research as Trap Lord Ross.
I don't report on none of that.
You do all day. All you guys do the same exact topics as them.
I don't report on
We can put it side by side.
Exactly.
What is an AI
They're capping.
test? Well, this is the latest.
This is why they're not going to be there long.
60 seconds.
It's
I'll
like
let
he going to
the same
and they're going to act like they don't know what's going on, and they're going to call him out, and he don't like that.
thumbnail, same title, same topic.
They don't put me
Him too.
All right, listen. Same thumbnail, same topic, same titles. He's calling it out. You notice when he gets irritated, he don't put no cut on it. He start calling y'all out. Y'all doing the same titles. You're doing the same topics. You're doing the same everything. Thumbnails, everything. Nothing variation. That's why I can't even do this content. Then I'm watching some shit and YouTube talking about, we got to do this if you already need shit. This is crazy. I'm finna start a whole new channel. Y'all not gonna make me talk about shit I don't want to talk about.
And Hefe before he got locked up, same shit.
No, I don't report on that. You clearly you ain't watched my.
I don't
see
touch
the thumbnails.
I don't touch that. I ain't talk about the YC80 bench thing. I don't want to talk about that type of shit. That shit too grounded.
Yeah, and even when they do, they could cover it, but they're not putting murder accusations on people.
They just say allegedly a bunch of times.
I don't even touch. It's a lot of stuff.
You're all reacting to the news.
You say allegedly a bunch of times. Allegedly, supposedly, in my opinion, that's what I heard in these ears. I'm just saying, how many clues do y'all have to get that they be stealing my content? I'm just saying, and I know if y'all like new here, y'all looking like it's 6 people in here. This is a new channel, believe me. Let's keep going.
What we all doing?
It's certain stuff that I don't even mess with anyway. Look. First and foremost, I just got off the phone with young Jefe.
What's he talking about?
Of course, he innocent in a video footage gonna prove that he's not. They just using his name. I put Lush on the phone with him too. He definitely in good spirits. You know what I'm saying?
And Lush is eating the enchilada meals from the Lil Grifo interview, which I just want to point out that was like a week and a half ago.
And you don't got respect for San Diego? That's what they produce right there.
He's
Lil
risking
Grifo meal.
food poisoning for San Diego right now.
He's just like a week expired. It's all good.
Okay, but anyway, you guys are all hypocrites.
But you was wrong on that. I don't jump to conclusions and I don't put, you know what I'm saying?
You're just later than them.
No.
They just break the news and then you react to it like a day later.
No, because they do research sometimes. This was not one of those cases. Trap was super wrong. He was just going off what Flacco said. He said that, you know what I'm saying? So that's the bad part is that you start to lose credibility if you do this a bunch of times. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some type of accuracy. It can't be just completely made up. Yeah, Aunt Jefe got locked up. Let me look up all the murders in LA and let me put one of these on.
Actually, like, great that happened.
Bro, they're literally talking about me without saying my name. This is crazy.
But because now all them other videos, they gonna be used as evidence.
I think you can't use a Trap Lord Ross video as evidence that somebody killed somebody. That's just him reacting.
Julio trial. The feds use his ATK chart in the whole in the whole indictment for the whole Julio trial. The feds used Trap Lord Ross video. That was his chart.
But also we can't ignore the fact that the videos and the false narratives that was put out by young Jefe, by people against young Jefe that didn't raise his bail. That's a fact. That's not.
Yeah, do y'all agree with that? Because Spody did say that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I just wanted to know if they agree with that.
That definitely did. Like
that's the reason why they raised the bill.
It's a fact.
I thought they raised the bill because he's on federal parole. He's got the feds.
No,
I just want to know, can a YouTube video that puts an accusation out there raise your bail? That's
public perception is a thing.
I'm not saying you're lying. I just want to know. I just want to know their opinion.
I believe
that's what Spody says.
See, to my understanding, right, that is going to be a gang-related murder. You're going to have 186.22 of violent crime in association and direction for the benefit of the gang. If they're saying this was a DP gone wrong, they are definitely going to add the gang allegations.
Yeah.
The new this we don't got Gascon no more. We got this dude Sir
Damn,
chokes on and he's tripping.
Right, Gascon.
He's gone.
Jokes on it's such a stretch.
I love it.
So I believe that $1 million was either because he's on federal parole, he just got out the feds, so they're gonna have to put a hold on you anyway. He got to do a violation anyway, just for coming in contact with the police. He has to go do that federal year.
I thought,
but that was initial. But then they doubled it to 2.5.
I didn't know
2.05. Yeah.
You not on federal parole no more?
It was 1 mil, and then Spody's saying that the videos and all the narratives bumped it, doubled it. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying.
So what they trying to
They
say?
gotta do a 352 hearing.
So what they trying to say?
Evidential hearing.
No, they don't got no do no evidential hearing because what the district attorney did, they asked the judge, "Hey, listen, this was going on here. This is the narrative. This is not no ordinary dude. He's such and such and such. He's a prominent figure. Da 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 da. They basically using the same tactics they use everybody else. They try to give you a bail. When they don't want you out, they try to give you a bail that they don't feel that you could obtain.
They're making
you
it
know what I'm
seem
saying?
like
They try to put it out your reach, and that's for sure. That's a fact. That's what happened, bro. Once they found out, they start hitting.
They said in court. They said that.
It's a fact, bro. Listen, I don't want to put. I ain't saying too much. That's not. I ain't was given permission, but I'm telling you that is a fact. That's what raised his bill. Like that's a fact. That is a fact.
Yeah.
Well, what would be anything else? So what would be anything other than like you brought an interesting point about his prior like federal?
You know what I'm saying?
I know you go to jail and you on federal parole. They putting that hold on you.
He's not on parole though.
I don't think
You wouldn't even have a bail. They would be no bail, bro. It'd be
That's
no bail.
probably
They're not gonna
his
give you because once you will bail out, you could bail out, and then the feds gonna come get you, pick you up. So they wouldn't even give him a bail. If he has something still with the feds, LA County, you wouldn't even have a bail.
I don't think you do.
Do you guys feel a little weirded out by the fact that Aunt Jefe allegedly killed this guy in a parking lot and then came and did the podcast like a day later? And I'm not gonna lie, I do know some YouTube sleuths who've been digging through the podcast that appeared right after this alleged murder.
What you got to understand is that we watch young Jefe go through a plethora of emotions. You know, there's a lot of times where, you know, we were joking on him about drinking lean and falling asleep on the show. And I remember one of his responses was, "You never know what people going through. I've been working hard doing this, and that." But you got to think about you never know what people are going through. You never know how people are trying to numb their pain and deal with their stresses. It ain't that he just came there, and I'm not saying that he's guilty of anything, but I'm saying in this scenario, if he came there and it ain't like he just was all everything cool. We did watch him rolling back-to-back blunts. I was always like, dang, you can't wait till after the show or, you know, just hit one. But he had things on his mind maybe. I don't want to say too much. Y'all gonna take it like I'm trying to throw him under the bus. Let's keep going.
And there is some interesting stuff to be discerned from some of the podcast appearances if you really study Ant afterwards. I'm not going to be the one breaking down any of those theories, but I do feel like the YouTube detectives have a little bit of work to do.
Hey, Adam. All right, like I said before,
innocent, man.
You guys are just saying that because you like him, but you're not saying that with any kind of evidence.
No. I know for a fact that he's not on camera doing nothing.
But they only arrested 2 dudes.
More than 2.
They arrested 4 people.
I saw 2.
More than 2, bro.
In the TMZ article, it said 2.
Initial, I think,
they arrested 4 people.
Really? Okay.
Him plus 3 more people. Right?
I saw 2. Reject. Somebody DA reject.
Hey, listen. For one, I know for a fact he like it's a waiting process, but he gonna end up getting out. Right? I know that for a fact. And for 2, where we come from, Adam,
you know that for a fact.
people go put in work and go to school, turn their homework the next day. I mean.
Rick Baby said, "Do you know what it's like to catch a body and then have to go play basketball?"
Yeah, go to basketball practice. It happens. Like, but I'm not saying that's the case with Ant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, but out here, I mean,
it's not out the norm.
Hell no. Like you might smack something and go to school the next day. Nigga, everything and be at lunch.
Nigga smack something and then go get a slushie from 7-Eleven to celebrate. Niggas ain't. This shit is.
If he had told me like, "Yo, Adam, I need a week or two off because I killed this dude," I would have been like, "All right, that's cool. I understand."
You deserve it.
But
You
no,
earned
I
that.
would have.
No,
I'm a good boss.
You want to know my
that
real
makes
answer?
him more
though?
guilty looking.
No,
Just come to work. Clock out like
he
it's
didn't do
nothing.
nothing.
No, here's my real answer.
wasn't present.
I'm not saying he is.
My real
Just
answer is
argument's
this:
sake.
the fact that there's people that supposedly were his colleagues, that he had a cordial relationship, that were willing to make videos detailing and implicating or attempting to implicate him for a charge.
Say they name, Lush.
There's
Like
so
Flacco.
many.
We're talking to Flacco, Ross, 1090 Jake, all people that
Because they put out the taco stand shit, and that was blatantly
Rat
false.
100.
Okay, but what's wrong with them?
He came on and said,
But this is the world we live in. Like people do this all day, every day about everybody. The only difference here is that it's a person
Is
that
it
we know and that we're
false?
friends with.
No.
False murder.
I mean, we see a lot of that though, right?
I'm telling you, bro, because
This does stand out a
I
lot.
did that before. I want you.
I'm not saying you guys are like putting out like fake news. Like this one, they did all happen to get it wrong, and for sure, I'm glad that I didn't post anything about it. I had to tell Lena, hey, that whole thing I told you about Aunt Jefe at the taco store yesterday, that was fake. I had to break it to her. Like,
and it's crazy, right? I don't even want to. Let's just keep going.
I know I weirded you out when I told you that.
Nobody's gonna say that they stole that story from me. You know what I'm saying? You know it was wrong, whatever, however y'all want to look at it. Nobody's gonna say that they just took that whole story.
Story, but it ended up being.
But
fake.
you feel like it's perfectly fine for them to do that, but something stopped you from doing that. So you know that it's something is there that stopped you.
I don't do the breaking news stuff the same way
You
they
do
do.
sometimes.
Hey, if that story was out there, we would have got on this podcast. If that story came out Tuesday morning, we would have got on this podcast and we would have all talked about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, talking about it, but saying, "Oh yeah, Ant hopped out," and then he said, "Where you from?" And then Ant was like, "Oh, where you from?" It's like doing the play-by-play like you watched the video and then it's completely fake is crazy.
But they didn't say that it was 100% true, right? In all their videos, I'm assuming that they said, "Hey, we don't."
You don't have to say the verbatim. This is 100% true.
But
to
Flacco
display it and
low-key
present it as if
outlined
it's
a
the truth.
self-defense case for Young Ant. When he did that video, he outlined everything it would get.
He did
for self-defense. So a lot of people don't really know the law. He said Young Ant said what he was from. Young Ant walked away. The boy pursued him, and then Young Ant defended himself because he did not know what the dude had.
They said that wasn't him, and that was a whole other incident.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point.
That's just a whole false charge.
Flacco broke the news.
It sounded real. It sounded like something that could happen. And Jefe looks like he probably eats burritos.
So how you feel about Black Wade Cap? I don't even mention his name. How you feel about Black Wade Cap getting online and then doing a whole play-by-play of somebody that was supposed to be his homie? Rest in peace to that young man. I don't know.
You're talking about Whack.
I'm not.
No. There's another dude.
Oh, that kid. Yeah.
Why would a bald head dude wear a wave cap?
Black Wade Cap.
I seen Lush with a wave cap.
I feel like he was wrong, right? But I also, to my understanding, he went to his community and admitted he was wrong, and he took whatever he had coming.
Yeah, but we're not talking about the repercussions. I'm talking about giving the whole play-by-play. How you in this space and you report on somebody that's supposed to be your homie. That ain't odd and weird. Like you not in tune to what happened with your homie. No. How you reporting off of? Didn't he try to put it on Flacco? But how you listen. Yeah,
you can't listen to Flacco.
How are you? Because he tried to put it off on Flacco. How are you reporting off of somebody else's information about somebody that's in your community though? Right. How you not tapped into the point that you talking about?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I thought he was addressing me. I was like, this nigga is getting nuts. I thought his pussy ass grew some nuts to speak on Demon Time, but they can't do that up there. That is not allowed. Let's keep going.
All right, let me answer that question. Okay. Right,
I'm just gonna
put it in.
I was finna get right on his ass. Y'all know that? No Diddy.
Something that we could relate to.
Get right.
You from Rolling 40s. Somebody gets shot. Allegedly.
You have it tattooed on your body all over you.
Yeah.
All right, man. I guess we'll do one more. It's pretty early still, but I'm tired. I won't even lie to you. I'm not gonna do Charleston White. He just for one, he bothers me. And for two, he just cusses so much. You know what I'm saying? So we're not gonna do that. But let's get into this. Let's see what's going on. Who is this? The real world? Oh, that's crazy.
The new Auto-Tune 2026 has been in the gym.
I already told y'all I'm gonna get
this
the
version runs lighter.
premium on.
Everything.
When it's time to get dope, I take off. Before the feds get the dope, I take off.
One person that's been real loud about this Young and Jefe situation is Whack 100. Now we know he's been ranting and raving about it on Clubhouse for like the last 10 days. But not only that, though, he actually pulled up on No Jumper where he wanted to actually grandstand on Young and Jefe being locked up. I mean, it's almost as if Whack 100 is celebrating the fact that Young and Jefe got picked up for doing something in his neighborhood. But nevertheless, let's check out what Whack 100 said as he pulled up on the No Jumper News today.
We members. We outside. We in our community. Whack, where you be? Sound right? Sound about right, right? Hey, look, nigga. You was in your community as a member outside. Stop crying like. Because when I was a member in my community outside, getting it in, when I got caught, I didn't do no crying.
Now, what Whack is referring to by saying he was allegedly crying like a you-know-what, he's basically referring to a conversation that Spotyface brought up where he said he talked to Young and Jefe. Now, during that conversation, Spotyface claims that Young and Jefe says that the reason why his bail was actually raised was due to a lot of things that was being said about him on the internet, which made him look like he was the one. You know what I mean? Like he was calling the shot or whatever. Now, we do know that there was a lot of videos that came out. There's been a lot of conversation behind Young and Jefe. You got people like Seti Nass accusing him or bringing up rumors that he allegedly has something to do with Baby Yui or Big U's son getting knocked down, as well as we had Puerto Flaco jump out the gym and say that he basically recognized Young and Jefe's car at the scene of another unaliving that took place at a taco stand. Now, with that being said, Whack is saying that Young and Jefe is crying because of his bond being raised. Now, a lot of us is going to look at that and say, like, you know, this is Whack really going at Young and Jefe because Young and Jefe is locked up, and he's basically seeming as though, again, like I said, he's happy that this man is locked up.
Don't blame nobody else. The victim is a Trey. The lot is a Trey. The community is a Trey, and the assailants is a Trey. Nigga, your homies told. So now, what you should be in here doing is telling the kids this why your ass don't be outside as a member in the community. Let's keep it real. This is why Whack clowns and say, my park's in my backyard.
Yeah, but wasn't it like a store that he owned or whatever?
Ain't owned. Man, them niggas don't own nothing over there. Them niggas ain't paid. Look, they done lost their grandmama houses. Let's keep it real. And Jefe said,
with the A-Trade.
I'm in my community. I'm a member. I'm outside. This would come with it.
He stepped on. Nobody in this room wants to talk to Whack. Maybe only Lush. Everybody in here is like, man, we don't fuck with you, Whack. Get the fuck out of here.
My lines, I was about to get to that. I was about to say you gotta stay out the streets.
Ugly. Let me tell you why he's
on my lines
dummy.
right
That doesn't mean
I'm
about to say though, two things could be true at the same time though.
You got an ex?
Ex-girlfriend?
Ex-girlfriend?
Yeah.
That did something?
Nah.
Anybody here got an ex where the ex did
Like a
something?
crazy Yeah, for one. Sure. Yeah.
You got an ex that did something, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
Did you go back?
Nah.
No.
And Jefe did 8 years in the feds. Why? Talk to me. Fuck all that. Why you do the 8 years in the feds?
I thought it was drugs. He was outside. He was outside.
Who told on him?
I swear, I'm
not sure.
His homies.
Don't
Fuck A-Trade gangster. Told on him. And he went back to the bitch.
This nigga mic drop. This nigga's crazy.
Now, Young and Jefe and other people have been calling Whack 100 out for not being able to go back to his neighborhood, so they say. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's false, but I know a lot of people are on the internet saying that Whack 100 will not pull up to his neighborhood. I remember we did content
what's so
on
crazy?
Whack 100 allegedly showing up to some type of hood event.
Listen, I have so much content on my other channel, I have Wax Big Homie on one of my lives. Basically, and yeah, one of Wax Big Homies and one of Wax Little Homies. And they're basically saying that Wack don't even take care of his big homies. I'm trying to think of the old girl that be on Clubhouse that's from Wack's hood. She exposed that Wack has a big homie that's I'm not gonna go there on it, but we'll say that he's living in less than stellar conditions, right? And Wack don't even take care of his own big homies and the people that raised him and put him on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, you speaking on A-Tray business, boy, you need to hey man. All right.
After people said he wouldn't be going to his hood day. And with that being said, Wack is spinning the narrative into his favor.
Wack that was not his hood day that he went to. I promise y'all that was not his hood day.
Wack is actually trying to show people this is why I don't go to my neighborhood, because this is the type of thing that happens. You go to your neighborhood and people tell on you, people snitch on you, people get you into situations to where you end up in jail like young and Jefe. But at the end of the day, is that the real reason why Wack doesn't go to his neighborhood? I don't know. But what I do know is that I can also agree that participating in gang culture at a certain age is insane. I mean, I believe it's stupid.
Let me tell
from the inception, from the moment.
Because the Ruler Report, man, shout out to you. All respect to you, man. Let me give you some goddamies. But I ain't hear that goddamn. Wack can't go to his hood. He has a standing DP in his hood. And the only time he can go to his hood, listen, the only time Wack can go to his hood is on hood day. Why? The reason Wack can only go to his hood on a hood day is because they and PBB, 2 P's and a B, they have a standing rule that no violence, no nothing can happen on a hood day. So technically, Wack could go to his hood day and nobody would technically put pause on him because of the laws and the rules they got standing. But he don't go because he know they don't. It's standing. It's I don't even want to say a few. It's a lot of people want to put their hands on him in his hood. Let's keep going.
That you say or decide that you actually want to join a gang is dumb. But to actually still be participating in gang activity well into your 30s, 40s, and 50s is, there's really no excuse for that, man. But at the end of the day, we still have to give young and Jefe the benefit of a doubt, because although Wack and other people may be talking like there's a possibility that young and Jefe actually participated in this DP or was there for this DP, we still don't know any of that information. Like, the police haven't released a whole bunch of information. Right. There's not a whole bunch of paperwork out on Young and Jefe.
Right.
And as Spotify pointed out, Young and Jefe said that the video is actually going to exonerate him. It's actually going to prove that he didn't put one hand on the man. Now, Wack claims that there was a phone call that might
charged with. You're not charged with. You're charged with calling the shot and being associated with it. And I'm not here to make your alleged statements or hearsay statements wrong, but it's like that's not the case, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't be feeling good about reporting on shit, you know what I'm saying, with motherfuckers that I got respect for and whatever. I ain't gonna lie, it don't feel good.
Have been taking place to get this individual Carl to come to the neighborhood for whatever reason. And he's also saying that, the man was supposed to be on some type of registry, which may have caused his hood to may want to put him off, or whatever information that people is putting out there. But ultimately, we have no knowledge of Young and Jefe actually putting his hands on this individual beyond just him being charged with the unaliving of it.
Do what we always do when you banging in the community, being a real member. Do your time, fight your crime. Now I'm wondering where your community at. All you got is a $2 million bail, nigga. That ain't nothing.
I thought you guys was cool. I thought you guys was cool, Wack.
That's 200.
It's not free yet.
That's 200.
It's not free yet.
Regular money. Listen, nigga, this nigga, that ain't regular money, Wack. No matter how you try to say
Bro,
that shit,
you
that's not
don't
regular.
have 200.
200 bands.
Bro, and you gotta get a property bond. You know that? We ain't even talking about the property bond.
You don't have 200. Nigga, you didn't have enough money to get home from Miami. Let's keep it real. Shut your stupid ass up. You about to make me mad. You don't got no fucking money. You're broke. You live off of Blueface, Game, and whoever else. Game, you can't even live off him no more. You're living off of Blueface, Young and Jefe, 607 Unk. You're a fucking nerd, and you definitely ain't got 200 and some property to put up for the rest of that bill, Goofy.
You could buy a little house in Sac for 200.
You gotta put the house up.
Watch this. It's 200.
Nigga, that's too much.
Yeah, but not everybody got your pockets, man.
Listen,
come on, dude.
That's it.
Now, what about a property bond?
Hold on, watch this, baby.
We going up.
Fuck my account, your account. Right? It's before 2 o'clock. Can you wire 200 out of your account?
I'm not letting go either.
If I send you some wiring information, fuck mine, your account.
Yes. Adam, is 200. Adam, is 200,000. Is 200,000 regular for the average person?
Don't come see that.
No.
No, not at all, bro. It's people that right now can't afford. Listen. It's people right now with full-time jobs that can't afford a home that costs 200,000. Let alone the 20 to 40,000 you got to put up as a down payment on a mortgage. You hear what I'm saying? I get so irritated with this nigga, bruh.
This is what he's trying to prove to niggas right now. 200,000? Niggas don't got 200,000 like that.
I'll take it.
Okay,
Niggas don't got 20,000.
Why are you getting so close? Why is your hand next to me, bruh? I'm telling you.
Come up there.
I don't have 20,000.
No, I ain't gonna. Bro, it's a fact. Like I think it's the Census Bureau, or maybe they just do who lives where. But there's a professional stat, a real statistic that says that most of the people in this country, in the United States of America, if they had a $5,000 to $10,000 emergency, they would be broke or in debt or struggling or lose something. So you're telling me that it's many of people out here that can pull up 200,000 but I don't know the statistics, but let's say 70% of the world, 50-60% of the world right now, if they had a $5,000-$10,000 debt that they had to handle, would be fucked up. You sound goofy.
Man, that's between y'all.
We all need an R&B. We all need R&B in our life.
No,
for sure.
That's between y'all.
Listen,
right.
Only thing I'm saying, when you out here banging, see, Adam was saying the other day, hey, bro, we ain't gonna write it off. We don't know what the fuck happened. I'm saying, listen, and you hear him, Wack, you ain't outside. You ain't a real member. You ain't hanging in your community. Fuck no. So now your community has told on you for the second time, and you need 200, and a nigga from 40 Crip got a GoFundMe. Nigga, you got your whole shit looking bad. You got a neighborhood Crip, got a GoFundMe for a gangster Crip, talk about helping.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. He's trying to cook so bad, and it's just annoying me. Is it just me, or is anybody out there listening like, no, he got some points. He making good points. Or are y'all just like, shut the fuck up, Wack?
Bail out because you in the communities. Nigga, stop crying. And Brick ain't cried one time.
Many of us could have guessed that he was gonna flex his money muscle, as well as call R&B to actually verify things that he was saying to be true.
I'm not even gonna call R&B a liar, but what I am gonna say is this, right? Why did he have to specify out of her account, not my account, out of her account? Does she have 200 stacked up? Are you putting money in her account to hide it from your wife, or you know what I mean? So if anybody sues you, you don't have the money. I don't know, man, but I'm willing to bet that WAC 100 couldn't make a $2 million bill. Hold on. How much? No. Watch this. How much was Keefe D's bail? Keefe D bail amount. $750,000, y'all. This nigga's talking about a motherfucker can't pay $200,000, but your stupid ass couldn't even pay $750. Let's keep it $100. Come on, man. So anybody can pay $200, but you're stupid, goofy, looking retarded. I apologize. You're unintelligent, unattractive, badly shaped ass couldn't afford $750,000. But you talking about motherfuckers out here need to be able to pay $200. Shut up, whack.
True, because this is what WAC 100 does. But let's just keep it real. The average person doesn't have $200,000 in cash just sitting around for a bail. Now, again, some of us are homeowners, and we could put up property to actually cover that bail in order to get out, but not everybody owns nothing. And I guarantee you,
if they didn't trust where he got it from, that means that you had access. You might have been able to show it, but you couldn't prove where it came from. If you had $200,000 of accountable money, they would have not been able to deny you. So I don't give a fuck what spin he put out into the fucking public talking about, oh, they just said, no, you didn't have 200,000. And if you did, if you borrowed 200,000 from any one of the people that you know, which I don't believe you could, because you caught a Greyhound. You caught a Greyhound home. Nobody with $200,000 of anything is getting on a Greyhound. I don't got 200,000 of nothing. I ain't got 20,000 of nothing. You think you gonna see money on a Greyhound? Do you think you will ever in your life see me on a Greyhound with crying babies, sneezing bums, and stinking people? No, that's what people that are broke do. Like WAC 100. He caught a Greyhound from the Blueface fight because Aiden Ross refused to pay them. They went on a trip to Miami and could not get home. You went somewhere that you couldn't even return from because you didn't have enough money. So you balled out. You brought 30 niggas there because you were scared you were going to get beat up. And then you couldn't even go home because you didn't get paid. You don't have any money. Shut up.
All the individuals sitting in that room, him and Adam is the only two people who possibly have access to that type of cash.
Right.
Now, with that being said, I did look at the GoFundMe a little strange because I felt like Spotify jumped the gun. I'm pretty sure, Young and Jefe didn't ask him to make the GoFundMe. Spotify just wanted to do something for him, and he jumped out there and made the GoFundMe either for lawyer fees or for his bail situation. Now, I believe that at this moment, there's only about like $16,000 being asked for in the GoFundMe. Now, at this point, the GoFundMe has only raised about $1,500, to be exact, $1,506. But there has been 38 donations so far. Now, I'm not sure if he's actually going to meet the obligations of what he feels that this GoFundMe should hit, which is the 16K or not. But he felt the need to actually go do it. Now, again, like I said, I did look at it a little strange that he was actually doing this, especially without Young and Jefe coming out and saying that he actually even needed this for lawyer fees, for his bail or whatever.
I won't hate on him for starting to, the GoFundMe because, in reality, we all know that anybody with 200,000, 100,000, 50,000, 10,000, we all need a little help. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 10,000, you got to put it with, I can't put that on nobody, but I know we all would need some help. So I don't blame him for making the GoFundMe.
Face is doing it for. So a good gesture, but it just might not been the move that Spotify should have made. But that's the least of what's going on. We got people coming up with fake bodies that Young and Jefe is supposed to be associated with. people giving people videos. I want to say they said Wack was the one who gave Poetic Flacco a video or something that young and Jefe was supposed to be involved in. People are identifying cars at other murder scenes and stuff like that. I mean, it's just a lot going on with this young and Jefe, not to count the endless videos that's being made by so many different content creators putting out or reproducing a lot of this false information that was put out by some of the bigger YouTubers. Man, I really don't know what's going on right now, but what I do know is he is locked up. He is charged with a hot one, as they would say in California, and it may not be looking good for young and Jefe. Now, again, he's saying that this video is going to actually prove that he had nothing to do with it, and I'm hoping that young and Jefe does get out. You know, I don't want to see nobody locked up, especially for the rest of their life, unless they did something to some children or something like that. But in this situation, this case, hopefully he's right and he's innocent. But I believe that Whack 100, just like with the Big U situation, really just like with all of the situations, Big U, Loose Cannon, as well as Brick Baby. I mean, we might as well put Young and Jefe in there as well. He's actually gonna, you know, run it up and run this dude's name in the ground over this case. And let's be honest, you know, again, and I said this earlier in this video, if it was Whack 100, we damn sure would be running the content on Whack as well. But
yeah,
it's obvious what Whack.
And that's what I was saying earlier. You know what I mean? I try to keep it 100. I try to keep it real. Like, you know, if this was anybody else that we, you know, we didn't care about, or we didn't like, you know, feel like, you know, we didn't have a relationship with, or we didn't want to just throw them under the bus, we would all be going crazier and doing more, especially if this was Whack or somebody we despised or didn't have, you know, positive feelings for. We would be going crazy. You feel what I'm saying? So I understand what he's saying. He's basically saying, hey, man, you know, we got to kind of, you know, play it fair, because, you know, if this was anybody else, we would do the content.
100 is doing when it comes to Young and Jefe situation, man. Get in the comment section, though. Let me know what y'all think about everything that y'all done heard. Like, especially some of the stuff that he was saying about the 8 trays not owning nothing, or them ends don't own nothing in that neighborhood. And, you know, it was the 8 tray that told on Young and Jefe in his Fed case. Now it's another 8 tray gangster that done told on him in this case, which he may be right, but there's no paperwork at this particular time to actually prove that one of the 8 tray gangsters is actually cooperating. You know, we can go on an assumption, and he may be right, but he doesn't know that for sure. He's just guessing based upon what's happening, what's transpired, the rumors, who was allegedly there, who allegedly got unalived, you know what I mean, and where this incident took place. But it could have been some innocent bystanders, some witnesses standing around as well. We don't know. And until we know, you know, I'm not going to come out with a whole bunch of content with theories on if
I tried to let you rock out. I'm like, shit, boy, yo, it's talking at the end of this month. But I mean, it was a long clip, whatever. You know what I'm saying? 2 days ago, 3 hours ago, let's hear what they got to say.
What it do, YouTube? What it do?
What it do?
Man, you could tell Whack hates Young Ant with a passion. We now learn that Ant got arrested headed to No Jumper. We also learn who gave Poetic Flacco the information on Ant. Remember, Flacco and Remo was the one to break that story. They said Ant unalived the man during a DP. Well, we now know the person who gave him that story. Whack said Young Ant is a crybaby. Whack said Ant is in county jail crying like a little girl.
We members.
I'm not.
We outside. Yeah. We in our community.
The only way they know about that is if somebody from A-Trade told. Now, if that's true, I wouldn't be shocked, because stuff like that happens in every hood. If police capture 5, one is for sure gonna tell.
You got an ex? Ex.
Okay.
Did you go back?
He's gonna do this video. No. I'm not even gonna watch it.
And Jefe did 8 years in the feds. Why?
Yeah. Wax said these two are making their hood look bad.
Tell him to come get with us.
He was on his way to No Jumper.
Come get with
It was whack. And he confirmed it himself. I don't know if he said it on accident, but we definitely got the video.
I think Flacco obviously got it from somebody. Flacco's not going to post something like that first. They'll probably be like,
Flacco video came from me. Flacco video came from me.
Right.
You can't make this shit up, guy. You can't. A lot of people say that Whack 100 is partially responsible for helping Big U get caught up in this RICO investigation, right? Wow. You just confirmed that you gave Flacco that tape. So a lot of y'all that went in on Flacco, oh, this nigga Flacco putting out false evidence and all that, helping the police, right? Draw a narrative. And you got all these keyways and these dumb moves saying all this shit about regular content creators speaking on the situation, but ain't nobody saying nothing about Whack 100. He just confirmed that he put the video in Poetic Flacco hands. Thinking he still running around saying, oh, Pyru this, Pyru that. Where all the roosters at? Nigga, that ain't no gangster shit. How you from Pyru and you putting out fake videos about a keyway?
All righty, I'm over here making a clip real quick. I'm slick tired, but let's keep going because we gotta grind. You know what I'm saying? We gotta grind over here. Channel moving slow. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and see what they gotta say. This is 30 minutes. I'm not doing that. End the sentence 5 days ago. Nope. Spotty face. Nope. 4 hours ago. 57 minutes. I can't do it. My mouse battery is very low. Okay. Good thing I got the trusty trackpad, y'all. All right. See what we got going on here. See, 30 days ago. This is WAC 100. Alrighty, so seems like we basically covered all the content that I'm willing to cover on Young and Jefe. Yeah, but silence on rumors. Yeah, I feel like everybody's dropping that same clip of him coming in there, and I'm not about to repeat that. All right, y'all. So yeah, I'm trying to think. Do I want to go over to streamer world? Do I want to go to streamer world? I don't know. There's nothing really. What's Point Shoot got going on? 5 days ago. I know he put out some content earlier. Oh, he don't even do no lives. 5 days ago. Why is it saying like he had a new video? Let's see.
I don't know we're live until I see the chat. Who am I, guys? Who am I?
See the chat. I do not know.
Who am I, chat?
I gotta see the chat. I gotta see the chat. The name is 22, and I gotta see the chat.
Red Bull
That'd
on
be
the
a
shirt.
dead loved one. That was really messed up. What is up with it? Just me and you. This is crazy,
hey,
bro.
what's up, man? Monday show. We're running it back. Where's Doughboy?
Yeah, I don't know. I could. So you're taking advantage of Spotty Face's absence to get a little closer to the 22 star? Is this a gay thing, or?
I mean, I wasn't on my bingo cards, but the night is young, baby.
If you rub my leg, I'm going to be so pissed.
You have exactly 10 minutes to get your hands off of my dick.
Yeah.
Cheating on Jeremy is crazy, bro.
Just pull the Doughboy and slowly scoot closer to Adam as the pod goes.
Yeah,
you guys are touching knees.
Yo, yeah, Doughboy's like touching me and rubbing on me and shit. I'll be like,
Adam, I have something to tell you.
You know when the poker players are getting the back massages while they're playing?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Doughboy's doing that.
Or like Spotty hit Leshwith when he was crying That was a
Can you
nice
fix my
massage.
mic too?
That was a bro massage.
Hey, yeah, that was shocking coming from Spuddy Face.
Wait, what?
You know, like the shoulder massage.
He was having a
did.
problem and he started.
He was comforting. He was being a friend.
I would not expect that from Spody.
Yeah, I'm
The
not that
fact that
type of
you
friend,
guys
bro.
are. What do you?
So if I'm
This is
crying,
not
if I start
acceptable.
crying this pod much, you're not gonna reach over.
No,
and
sir.
give me a quick
I
massage.
got you verbally though.
Verbally, he'll tell you
Gonna talk me
for you.
through it.
Yeah, I want you to be all right. Good. Hands off.
But just no rubbing.
No road.
No rubbing.
My
Okay,
timeline on Instagram and everything else, it shows that I'm interested in, you know, Dean the Great, Adrian Broner, all the streamer world shit. But this channel won't break through on it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I'm getting tired. I think I'm about to relax. I ain't too much more. 13 minutes. All right, let's see.
No Jumper has officially entered into a new territory in our history. We now have an accused murderer as a podcast host. I mean, it doesn't seem like he's going to be podcasting for quite some time, but Aunt Jefe was just recently accused of taking
Why
a
is
man's
he
life.
already
and
saying that? Like
the
he's
situation
already.
we're now looking at is that it may have occurred in a DP on a 51-year-old guy from the same gang, the 8 Trey Crips, that he claims, allegedly. That's what the cops are alleging, not I.
Oh, I used to hang out at St. Andrews Park. Yeah, I used to see some shit over there. Some shit I had never thought I would ever see in life. When you live by it, you die by it. And this is what I tell everybody outside of California. Them niggas can't play Grandpa at 51. When they say come check in, come into the hood, I wouldn't give a damn if you move to New Jersey. You got to say, baby, say supervisor, I got to take off today. You got to come back. That's what make them niggas real Crips and Bloods. If you ain't getting DP'd at 51 and 60 something, you ain't no real nigga. You ain't no real gang member. Because real gang members, this is what happened to them. He died in honor. He died with honor.
We need them views.
Living by the codes and the rules and the ethics that they live and die by. Who crying other than his kids and his mama?
I have actually seen his kids and mother crying about it on Instagram. They are out there in the world.
So that's what I'm saying. They are the only ones who really have real hurt.
Well, I mean, his friends.
His friends shouldn't. When we sit on these podcasts and we really promote and adhere to the codes. Wasn't nobody sad when Crip Mac got his ass DP'd. I played sad. The trolling. I went online and played like I was crying. I mean, y'all better do it like that. But I was playing like a mother. I'm not sad to see a gang member get hurt. And neither is the 51-year-old who showed up to take his DP. That's an honorable gang nigga.
I mean, it's pretty crazy because, like, when Crip Mac got DP'd, I think we all respected it in a way because he did something that they were upset about. So they beat the fuck out of him. He showed up, and that was it. And he was able to move forward after that. Nobody's supposed to die in a DP.
Yeah,
right? They are. I've never heard of this.
One blow to the head can kill anybody.
For sure, but you would think that your own homie, you're not going to beat him that bad.
Because when you hit for me with your power and your strength, with whatever trauma and anger, why you hit me with these kind of blows? Because if you really love me, just think if we was parents and we tell our kids, say, come on, boys, get over there. Y'all kick your brother ass. If you love me, you gonna do me like this. You love me, but you gonna do me like this. When I fall to the ground, y'all gonna stomp me and kick me, my nigga. So who wrong? Nobody. This is their life and their rules. They've been doing this shit over 50 years now. His family and them been hurting and pleading for this since he first got in. All of us outside of this shouldn't have no empathy and no compassion for it. Why? He showed up to live it and die by it. That's honorable. That's honorable. He chose his life. He walked into the graveyard. You know, I got to respect that. Why? Because when I watched John Gotti's movie, when he died, and John Gotti Jr. This is how I met Melvin Former through this speaking engagement. John Gotti Jr. was going to federal trial. He kept beating the feds, and they kept coming back charging him. The last time they felt like they couldn't beat him, he said, Dad, I'm going to take a plea. His daddy said, no, we don't take pleas. You done took over the family. His daddy was saying, no. He was the only mafia leader who wanted his son to replace him. John Gotti on his deathbed, when the Catholic priest walked in and get ready to speak over, he rose up and told him, get the f out of here. He walked into the graveyard. My old Pops Weasel, Texas, been 30-something years in federal prison, 80 years old, walking into the graveyard. We ain't real if we don't walk into the graveyard. Okay. Because the gangsters before you put the suit on and didn't reform and transform when it got hard and they got old. Look at Philmo Slim. Philmo Slim can still knock a bitch. He down there 100. How you put the
I really don't like watching this dude.
suit on, still hollering cuz, blood, pyru, but they took the suit on, but still talk the talk like you walk the walk. Change your tone if you ain't wearing the suit. That's all I'm saying. He still wore the suit at 51. No logical man at 51 years old for to take blows to the head from nobody, except a nigga that's really walking it.
But you know what they would have done if he said he wanted to leave the gang?
Well,
they would have whooped his ass the same way that happened here, apparently, right?
Not if he left and disappeared, but he don't have the means and the resources.
Yeah, most people aren't going to.
But every old nigga I've met from California, I spent time in their home. I came to California like on a research mission. There's no way I knew nobody here.
Sorry, on another podcast.
I damn near infiltrated I didn't infiltrate, but because I walked these streets from the bottom looking like a bum and cowboy boot, and my conversation was good. Baba Louie, Barefoot Pookie, Melvin Farmer, Big Sight, Cappuccino, some of the biggest names in the shit. They all took me in and sat me down and told me what I needed to hear. What I saw at these parks, no other place outside of California that came Crip and Blood got that kind of resilience to be these kind of gangbangers. So this is what I'm telling everybody outside of California. You're not a real Crip and Blood because you get to go do 10, 15 years, come home and live off your reputation. You don't get to check in, have to come in, and you get to be pow-pow, to drive trucks. When they call something out this way, everybody checks in. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, one dimension to this is that they're saying that a lot of people think that Aunt Jefe may not have even thrown a single
It don't
blow.
matter. None of us was there. Like the nigga who made the video saying, when the gang members start talking about DPs online? Because all you want to be podcasters.
Well, this allegedly happened back in January, and we didn't know about it until now.
But the only way they found out is because you talking about it online.
No, I don't think anybody ever talked about it.
Whatever, man, they have so many unsolved murders with this shit, it would have been another unsolved crime.
I mean, the crazy thing is that this happened in January, and the Aunt Jefe did, 4 or 5 months or whatever worth of podcasts after that, and never, from our perspective, really indicated.
Big U had a murder from some years ago and did a bunch of things since then.
Yeah.
Man, when you think you got away, you think you got away. Just back in your mind, you just wonder and ponder.
Yeah.
But now, I try to stay out that life. I don't understand it. But you have to honor any man that stand on what they talk on and live on.
Well, what if you found out that the reason why he was getting DP was not honorable? Which I don't know, but you can think of some pretty bad things.
What Crip Mac got DP for wasn't honorable.
He got DP for Facebook posts when he was in high school.
What most niggas get DP for is not honorable. It's another feeling some kind of way secretly about another nigga. These are not honorable men. Most of these niggas are fucked up mentally, physically, psychologically. Man, these is brutes, monsters. And they leaders of something. It's a control factor. Because you don't never see the leaders get DP. You don't never see the big dog that can really got it and really can give it. They don't get DP. I done seen showed up on some of this shit and be ready to take their DP, and the politics come in because he big with some big old shoulders and his punches like donkey kicks. No, 4, 5 of them niggas don't want to run in there.
Well, Aunt Jefe was like 5'9", 260 pounds. Like, he was a little tank of a man.
And I bet that 51-year-old nigga was a mid-sized nigga, because one thing I know about the gang world and the street world, it ain't never fair. It ain't never even playing field. And you never see 2 vipers get in the pit. Why? Because somebody's reputation go lose. Whenever you see 2 big bad motherfuckers on the yard and everybody be wishing that they hit and get into it, one of them avoids the other one. You never see 2 vipers get in the pit, whether that's basket, whether that's boxing. Last time you seen 2 vipers get in the pit, it was Ali and Frazier, or Hearns and Ray Leonard. These new niggas, you don't never see 2 bad motherfuckers, but to see who the baddest. Politics kick in.
Tax Stone. When a lion meet a lion, somebody dying.
That's what I'm saying. And niggas don't want to die. They don't want to see if that motherfucking river really flow with milk and honey, and if them streets really paved in gold. They don't want to see if they're not like the other Muslims that'll blow themselves up and see if it's 41 virgins waiting on them. These niggas want to stay down here for that one set of pussy. So that's why I say I think everybody playing. But that's an honorable man that went there to get it.
But is Aunt Jefe honorable?
Let me finish. I'm just about to say that.
Okay.
The dishonorable was the one that beat him to death, and they say we love our hood. The honorable man was the nigga who showed up. I remember one time, homie, I got a call in the middle of the night from an OG out the prison system. Say, man, you need to come down here. He was my OG of a rolling 60. He said, say, man, they gonna put a hit out on your brother. I said, man, shit, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Me and my mama gonna be hurt if y'all kill that nigga. My brother showed up. Say, what's up? What y'all gonna do? When my brother got to the back, they say my brother pulled up on all of them. Said, come on, let's go and get it. He showed up for it. He showed up for it. Come on, let's go and get it out the way. And they could have killed him. And I told my to say, homie, y'all killed my brother, homie. My mama gonna be fucked up. Bro. I can't get in there. I got a son. Mom live that life and got him left. Did I want? No, I would have been hurt that they killed my brother. But when you live that shit, live it. Don't get old. Yeah, nigga. I salute Jeff Fort, not because of things that he's done. He's an old man whose mind still stuck back when he was a young boy. So when he called home and talked to people, they get on the phone and they give Jeff Fort all this admiration. And the admiration that he get, say, what's up, big homie? What's up, school? What's up, chief? And he take it in because he in the hole. And guess what? They write his ass up in the feds and keep him in that dungeon. Larry Hoover about to go home because he denounced it publicly. Don't call and tell me shit about that shit. But because Jeff Fort, that love, homie. Yeah. So now it's only 2 ways in this. Why you trying to find an escape route? Why you trying to find an escape route now? Big U ain't looking for no escape route. Big U son died. Big U ain't looking for no escape route. Walk it on through, bro. So all I'm saying, I wasn't that tough and bad. Well, I was a little boy playing outside, some shit I done seen on a movie. And I never became a gang member in the free world. I never in my life seen a Crip or a Blood outside of colors until I went into the boys' home and seen Lil Rank. I was fascinated with the camaraderie in the boys' home because who didn't have soap, he would give his boy some soap. We didn't know how treacherous it was until we went to the penitentiary. We started realizing the weakest one who can't fight get even though he on the set, huh? It's stories about this shit. I used to read it. It used to be a rolling 60. They used to rape every rolling 60 it was in prison. Till he had to kill him. They can't tell me nothing. There's documentation and history on this shit. This shit ain't honorable. Ask Nip. Ask Black Sam. Black Sam so goddamn angry. So the honorable nigga who showed up to meet death. I don't want to be a coward like the rest of these. I would like to be like that 51-year-old. If it's my time, I show up. That's why if a book me, I show up. I told her, I don't know if I get booked for a killing, but you better be there. I gave her that. We're going to get killed together. And I'm dead serious. I was in Philly by myself. I done did Gilly Son, the Oshino. I advertised my show. Not that I think I'm bad, but though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. I've been speaking against evil. See how evil that is, man. Mom and daddy crying. The hood ain't got no treasury. I used to hang with the Latin Kings in Fort Worth when I used to do youth outreach. They was my youth outreach.
I ain't gonna lie.
And I used to go to their funerals. And I used to watch the Latin Kings have a...
I've heard all these stories. I don't give a fuck. He just be talking to waste time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't got no spiel for Charleston White. I just dislike this guy.
He was comforting. He was being a friend.
I would not expect that from Spody.
Yeah, I'm not that type of freak, bro. What do you?
So if I start crying in the spot, much you're not gonna reach over.
No, sir.
Give me a quick
I got you verbally though. You know what I'm saying?
Verbally, he'll tell you
talk me through it.
Yeah, I want you to be all right. Hands off.
But just no rubbing.
No rubbing.
No rubbing. Okay, I think that's fair.
I think that's fair.
I mean, okay. I was listening to a podcast. It's actually the new Sam Harris podcast with some woman that he did a podcast with, and she said that like her telltale sign of real true friendship is when you can confide in a friend about things that are hard in your life, things that make you sad, etc. And she was asking Sam, do you think that is true of men as well? And I mean, his immediate reaction was that
but
her telltale sign of real true friendship is when
it is your boy Demon Time Exotics, and I'm gone.